Assalamualaikum everyone. So we started our prosthodontics in which we were doing a removable partial dentures. In the last lecture we studied about mandibular major connectors. This is the part 2 of that, the part 2 and you may say the remaining lecture of the mandibular major connectors. So in the last lecture we studied the first two parts of the mandibular major connector in which we studied about lingual bar and then we studied the lingual plate. Now in this lecture we are going to study the remaining four parts of the four types of the mandibular major connector. So the third type is the sublingual bar, then lingual bar with cingulum, okay, then cingulum bar and then labial bar. This is a combination. This is also called a combination bar because it's a combination of this your lingual bar and the combination of your cingulum bar, okay. So it is also called the lingual bar with cingulum bar is also called as combination bar. So moving on, okay, this is a picture you can appreciate in this. This is your lingual bar, okay. This is your lingual plate. Then you have the sublingual bar. Okay, the difference between lingual bar and the sublingual bar is that your lingual bar is placed on the lingual area. Okay, see, it's placed on the lingual area. Your sublingual bar is in the floor of the mouth. This bar is placed on the floor of the mouth, sublingual, below your lingual area. Okay, that's why it is called sublingual bar. Then you have this combination bar, also known as lingual bar with cingulum bar. This is your lingual bar and this is your cingulum bar. See, can you appreciate this picture, this part E of the picture? This is your solely cingulum bar. Okay. Now, if you add the cingulum bar along with your lingual bar, you add your lingual bar, this one here, below here, in this area. So this becomes your combination bar, that is lingual bar with cingulum bar. This is your solely cingulum bar, okay. And then the last one is your labial bar. Your labial bar is the one that plays labially when one smile or one laughs or one talk. You can see these steel rods or steel material in the mouth of the patient. So it's basically so much unaesthetic that we don't go for it, okay. So we firstly prefer the first preference of the of mandibular major connector is your labial bar. Sorry, not your labial bar. I'm so sorry. It's your lingual bar. Okay. First, your preference is lingual bar. If you cannot give lingual bar in the area, you go for your lingual plate. Okay. Then not no lingual plate. You cannot give the lingual plate in the patient. Then you go for your sublingual plate or sublingual bar or your cingulum bar. And if you cannot give any of these, then you go for your labial bar. Okay. So moving on, your sublingual bar, that is your third type of mandibular major connector. Basically, it's a modification of your lingual bar. It's placed inferiorly and posterior to the usual placement of your lingual bar and lies over and parallel to the anterior floor of the mouth. This is your anterior area of your mouth and it's lie parallelly over the floor of the mouth, okay, anteriorly. A sublingual bar can be used in lie of a lingual plate if the lingual frenum does not interfere or is in the presence of an anterior lingual undercut. Lingual undercut. Okay. Contraindication of your sublingual bar is that it interfere with your lingual tori. If a patient have a lingual tori, a mass in your floor of the mouth present lingually, you cannot give your sublingual bar. Okay. If you have high frenal attachment, okay, you cannot give. Okay. So, so the contraindication of your sublingual bar is that interferes with your lingual tori, and if you have a high frenal attachment, okay, in lingual area, you don't give your sublingual bar, okay. If there is an interference with the elevation of the floor of the mouth during functional movement, you don't give sublingual bar, okay. So moving on, your cingulum bar. Okay, the fourth one in line is your sublingual bar. So sublingual bar is located on or slightly above the cingula of the anterior teeth and may be added to the lingual bar or can be used independently. What it says that your sublingual bar, your cingulum bar is the one that placed on the cingula of the teeth. Okay, if you see It's on the teeth, not below the teeth in the your lingual area. It's on the teeth, the singular of the teeth. Okay, and it can be used with a combination of your lingual bar. Okay, then it will be called as your combination bar. The indications for sublingual bar are that is if a lingual plate or a sublingual bar is otherwise indicated, but the axial alignment of the anterior teeth are that the excessive blockout of interproximal undercuts would be required. If you have if you have to excessive block the your intraproximal areas, you can then you can give cingulum bar. Okay, the contraindications of your cingulum bar are if there is anteriorly tilting of the teeth severely, if your teeth are tilted severely to the lingual anterior side, okay, then you can give your other kind of a what you say, your major connector. Okay, other kind of your mandibular major connector. You don't go for cingulum bar then. Or if you have a wide diastema. Okay, diastema is the spaces between the your teeth. Okay, if you have this much spaces between your teeth, you don't give your cingulum bar. Okay, so your so the labial bar, this will be the last one of your what do you say, uh, of your major connectors. Okay, so the labial bar is a type of a mandibular major connector that is placed labially in the oral cavity, and it's really anesthetic. So that's why it is usually our last resort. Okay, we first try our best to go for other kinds of mandibular major connector. If not, then we go for this. Why? Because it's really anesthetic. Okay, it's really anesthetic. And why? Because one can see this whole metal thing, this whole denture area in the cavity of a patient, and then the other person gets conscious and all that. So okay, so it's really anesthetic. Therefore, we don't go for the labial bar. As much as we can try to avoid, we avoid it. So there is a modification of this labial bar that is called swing lock design. Okay, a modification of the lingual plate is the hinged continuous labial bar. This concept is incorporated in the swing lock design, which consists of the labial bar or a buccal bar that is connected to the major connector by a hinge at one end and a latch at the other end. Supported Support is provided by multiple rests on the remaining natural teeth. Okay, and the stabilization and reciprocation are provided by a lingual plate that connects the remaining teeth and are supplemented by the labial bar with its retentive struts. What this whole paragraph says is that there is a modification of this labial bar which is called as a swing lock design. Okay, you can see this thing here. Okay, in this picture, this you can see, you open this latch and this latch gets closed. Okay, you open it up, you placed it in your cavity and then you closed it out. So is this swing lock design? Okay, this is the latch of the your what do you call this, a connector, and this is the your handle of the connector. It's just like a door. You open the door, get into it, and then close the door. Okay, so it's same like you open it up, place it in your mouth. Okay, adjust it, then you close it out. And then there's this support is provided by your rest areas, just like in other major connector. Stabilization and reciprocation is provided by your lingual plate. Here is your lingual plate. You can see this metal peeking out in this area. Okay, so reciprocation and stabilization is provided by your lingual plate, and your support is provided by your natural teeth. Okay, so that is how this labial bar is made. But it's really anesthetic. We don't go for it. Okay, then labial bar has conditions in which you can give this labial bar. Okay, these are that if the missing key abutments are missing. Okay, you have your teeth, some of the natural teeth, but those teeth where you get your which are your key abutments. Okay, your basic abutments that are basically your premolar areas. Okay, your premolars are your key abutments. If a patient doesn't have his premolars, then you can give your labial bar. Okay, it's unfavorable tooth contour or unfavorable soft tissue contour. If you can give your labial bar, and if teeth with questionable prognosis are present, patient have teeth in his mouth, patient have teeth and they are like weak. okay, or they are like they have questionable prognosis, even if you attempt an RCT on them or whatever you can do with them to make them more supportive and all, but still questionable, that in future they may get extracted or they get maybe more weak. So in this kind of a situation, you give your labial bar. Okay, I hope it's clearing up your concepts and all that. If not, you always can comment down on the video and I'll make sure to clear out your query and all. Okay. Okay, so the last thing of your mandibular major connector is the design. How you are going to design your major connector. The step one is that you outline the seat areas, basal seat areas on the diagnostic cast. Then what you do, you draw the inferior border of the major connector. We are going to place the inferior border. The step three is that you outline the superior border of the major connector. And step four is connect the basal seat area to the inferior and superior borders of the major connector, and then add your minor connector to retain the acrylic resin denture basis material. Okay, what you are going to do? You're going to outline your basal seat. Second, then you're going to outline your inferior border. Third, you're going to outline your superior border. And in the fourth, you're going to connect the basal seat area into the inferior areas and to the superior area. Then after connecting all these three areas, you're going to add your minor connectors, okay, and then you're going to add your acrylic resin denture base. Okay, I'm going to explain this on the picture as well. Here is the picture. See, you first outline your basal seat areas where you're gonna put your artificial teeth, okay? Then you outline your inferior seat area. Where is your inferior basal area, inferior border of the major connector, okay? Then you outlined your superior border of the major connector, and then you connected these all areas with the help of a minor connector, okay? And then when connecting all that, then you're going to pour your acrylic resin to make your denture. Okay, so that'll be all. And if you have any query, if you have any question, if there is anything you think that I have left out and you didn't get, or if there is any like confusion, you can comment down, you can mail me up, you can always message me on my Instagram, and I'll make sure to clear your queries and questions and all that. And okay, I'll try my best to clear up all these. And if felt like the topic is very important or something like that, I'm gonna update with another video. Okay, so do like, comment, and share on my channel and subscribe it out, and follow me on my Instagram page as well. It goes by Dr. Barira Mushtaq. Okay, and Allah. So that'll be all, and Allah Hafiz. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.